Well, did an air, slipped, did the splits. And now you see me in a sweatshirt and a beanie in the cold plunge because my MCL is hurting. So I don't think it's bad, but it definitely is hurt. So we're going to see how the cold plunge helps with recovery. I'm doing a 10-minute cold plunge on my lower half, get any inflammation down, and yeah, see how it goes.
Well, I'm going to stop that right there. I did not fully document the whole injury to recovery. Basically, did that air, as I mentioned. When I came down, the way I came down, I was slightly on top of or behind the wave, and my back foot slid off the pad, and I went straight into the splits. It was such a bummer. The waves were really good. I'd only been out maybe an hour and a half. I did that, and then I paddled back out and kind of knew what I had done, but wanted to see if maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought, and then tried to catch a couple waves and stood up on a few and was just like, nah, I need to get out. Came back, did the cold plunge, and basically just iced it and kept the swelling down for a couple days. And then it honestly was feeling great. I scheduled an MRI. It took a few weeks to get that. But when it did eventually come back, I had a 4mm tear in my MCL and an ACL sprain. And so basically, once I hit about 2 to 3 weeks in, started doing light workouts, using bands and doing some workouts to strengthen my knee, rowing, and doing stuff on the Bosu ball, squats. And then in all honesty, once I was I guess I was maybe just around a month in, I hit the 9th inning in finishing my movie Ambivalent, and basically abandoned all self-care of workouts and plunges and everything, and went into finishing the movie for 10 days and then premiering it. And I was so exhausted that I did a terrible job for a month at rehabbing my knee, plunging, working out, all those things. And so once I hit the 7-week mark, I went surfing, and it actually felt really good. I knew at that point that it was a minor tear. I knew that even if it was stiff, I would be all right. It wasn't a major injury. I had been surfing with a knee brace on periodically, and just getting up and riding down the waves, riding down the line, basically taking my son surfing, and it was I was surfing, as well, just to stand up. I have the self-control to not try and rip a wave. I don't care. I'm more into healing and getting better. So I was doing that, and then I hit that 7-week mark and was just all right, this is the time where I need to push it. I need to see how it's feeling. And over the course of the following 2 days of hitting that, I basically was all right, I'm good to go. It was a little sore. It was definitely sore surfing, but I, first day back, hopped out on the float, soft tops, and it felt so good to get barreled again for the first time in almost 2 months.
Look at this mini. Oh my gosh, it's look at that little right.
That's all not me.
The left over there.
That is.
Here we are, post MCL injury. It's been almost 8 weeks now. We're on week 7, and I'm pretty good to go. I have been back in the water a couple times, but I'm still trying to take it easy. With all the premieres and stuff for the movie, I have not been working out. I'm out of shape. I rode this morning and thought I was gonna pass out, even though I didn't go that far. So instead of hopping on a shortboard, I'm gonna ride a soft top and just cruise. So we got the 5.6 Marshmallow and the 6.8 mid-length from Float. Oh, look at this wedge. Are you kidding me? Dude, it looks so fun. There's kind of some sick ramps too, so I might go grab a shortboard after this. But I'm gonna start out the 6.8, then I'll migrate to the 5.6, and we'll take it easy on the knee, and then try and get some pits. Are you recording? I got hurt in October. Jeffrey was in Hawaii, and there hasn't been good waves since for 7 weeks. So we're just picking right back up where we left off. No knee brace. No more knee brace. We're good to go. Let's go get barreled.
Dolphins! What is Brett doing? Oh! Oh God, he almost killed his son. Look at Brett.
Oh, Brad's got a sick one, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh! Bogey trip.
Oh!
Dude, that dog is kind of a freaking beast. Right?
Oh, they both got demolished.
up for me. Unless you want to help me carry my stuff up that cliff, then by all means.
So after that whole day of surfing in the afternoon, I was very confident in myself and in my knee and ready to go. But I still was feeling just really timid. As much as I knew that I was good, I was feeling really timid. And it's one of those things where at that kind of injury and at that phase in the recovery, like I would have to completely wipe out and slip and blow it out again to hurt it. I'm not going to do something small and hurt it. And so knowing that, we had more swell the next day, and I went out, I grabbed my lost RNF 96 and was like, all right, I'm gonna try and rip some waves. I'm gonna try and proper surf and see where we're at. And I ended up getting an epic air section, doing my first legit air in months. Post injury, stomped it. It just was like, all right, we're good to go. So, and there you have it. 8 weeks in, I was at probably like 97, 98%. Like I said, I was still feeling sore when I would surf. I don't know if what I was feeling was the sprain in my ACL or just scar tissue from, like I said, spending 2 or 3 weeks not really doing much physical because I was working on the movie and premiering it. So it's like, I think had I been in a strict regimen of working out and all those things, that I would have felt fine. But so it was still sore. The pain kind of lingered. It wasn't even like pain. It just was like irritation. Kind of lingered for a couple weeks. But now I'm good to go. I feel totally fine. I've been surfing on it for 6 weeks now, and we're in the clear. So to kind of round you all out on all that, I know this video is like a little bit choppy because, it was a 2-month-long injury and I was doing my movie and we had the holidays. So I didn't like try to document it. It was too long. But anyway, pre-injury, pumping waves, hurt myself doing the air. And then the main things for an MCL recovery are rest, because you want to keep icing it and you want to keep the inflammation down at first. And then once you want to give it about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks pending, but at least 2 weeks of like rest to give it time for things to like start meshing back together. And then after 2 to 3 weeks, you can start doing rehab and PT and stuff to strengthen it and whatever. But you don't want to start doing that too early. When I hurt myself back in 2019, I tried to rehab it too soon, and so then it took longer. And but then sticking to that regimen of PT and rehab, because like I said, because I didn't and I got into it and then fell out, I ended up feeling stiff and it bothering me for longer. Whereas in 2019, once I started doing the workouts and stuff, I did it for weeks on end until I was back in the water and 100%. And so it was cool to kind of compare the differences in recoveries, but those are the main things. The ice plunge or the cold plunge did help, but for that type of injury, you do want blood flow. So it was like I would work out, then I would cold plunge. And then I would warm myself back up. You don't want to just rob the injured area of heat and blood flow. That's what heals it. But it did help for keeping inflammation down, especially in the beginning. And yeah, that's about it. We're ready to roll. We're into 2025. YouTube content is flowing. Got some stuff planned for this year, both with Sea-Doo, Real, O'Neill, and I'm excited. It's gonna be an epic year. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, and thanks for all the support all these years. For those of you guys still waiting to see my movie, it is coming. I had some final things I wanted to tweak before it was online for forever. And January was so cold, there was no way I was getting outside to film those things. So I'm going to do that here in the next couple weeks. And plan is to have the movie out before March, or at least early March. So stay tuned. But in the meantime, hope you guys are doing well. MCL injury to recovery. Back in the water, good to go. I'll see y'all next time.